Welcome back to the VTuber News. This is Salvi, the one who resides on the right side of your screen most of the time, and I'm here now just to remind you guys that I do have a goal for, at the very least, until my birthday in June. I would love to be able to reach 20k subscribers, so if you could please subscribe and continue to watch these videos whenever you have a chance, I would really appreciate it. Just a small reminder, of course, and do enjoy the rest of things have gotten worse now with Ironmouse getting involved in the whole Saba drama with, people getting angry at Saba. I'll just show you what it was before. People were getting angry at Saba for not streaming as often as they would like. They were trying to cancel her, trying to say that, she's just taking money, etc., for not going and streaming whenever they wanted her to, or at least letting them know when she was deciding not to stream, etc. An update or somehow through manager, through management, whatever, because she's independent, but because of all the things she wants to do, more than likely she does have a manager right now. So people were wondering why she was doing, not doing things of, letting people know about the whole situation. Now, we have this also happening, which I mentioned before, of Ironmouse getting involved. This is how Ironmouse is getting involved, or people are getting Ironmouse involved. She is getting compared. It says, I have no stakes in the Saba drama, but this one just pisses me off. It does. She struggles with health issues. It says, Taliban Saba has talked about when she was with Hololive, she struggled with health issues and stress issues to the point that she can't sleep, eat, and we decided to go with public shaming now. And they're saying, quote unquote, she struggles with health issues, and pointing to Ironmouse, who also has health issues, CVID, she can't get out of her house, that type of thing. But they're different things. This is the situation with Ironmouse is very well documented. Yes, that could prevent it from streaming a lot of times, but Ironmouse has a more of a different situation than Saba. Saba seems to have different struggles, as we all know. I can't really put exactly all the struggles she has because I don't know all of them. There are some things that she does not let people know. She has let people know she has health issues, and also a lot of times things that prevent her from even eating, mental health issues as well. Mental health issues can be just as bad or worse than actual health issues to stop people. Just because she doesn't have the primary immunity deficiency or something big like that, which that is a big one as well. I don't like when people compare these things, because you either minimize one side or you glorify the other for being sick as well. This is not something. This is not something that should ever be an argument. Is not something that should ever be a comparison or a competition of who is in worse situation. Everyone does have their different situations. Ironmouse has been able to be strong and continue doing her thing. Saba has continued to be strong and not just give up on being a VTuber overall after the things that she said she went through when she was part of Hololive. So it is a different way of struggling. It's a different way of battling these things. Not everyone is going to be going through it the same way. And that is the one thing that does piss me off about this as well. Because Ironmouse also didn't really even ask to be a part of this whole thing either. And let's go here, apples and oranges, because Ironmouse have been open about it. Physical health issues and mental health issues are also very different. So it's not even comparable. Also, mental health issues are often hard to be open about, as it is unfortunately taboo. Even if you are a big VTuber, yes, it is taboo. Because, oh, you're just feeling sad? Well, get over it. That's what some people think. Believe me, I've heard it many times before, because I suffered through a lot of the same things. I've heard it many times before. Oh, you're just sad. Get over it. It's not so big. You actually live a pretty comfy life. Blah, 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 blah. I've heard about it so much. And it says, can confirm that mental health issues can compound with physical health issues. I don't know why people still think you can't have both. Also, not everyone can cope the same or has the same allies, resources, opportunities, etc. It's just never fair to pit people's pains against each other. That is the big thing that I'm going to be doing this whole freaking thing for, this whole freaking video about. Not everyone's battles are the same. Not everyone's pains are the same. It is not ever fair to pit them against each other as a gotcha, or I'm absolutely positive Ironmouse does not want to be used as a gotcha against another VTuber because, oh, she can stream a lot more. She doesn't want to be ever pitted that way. That's not the way she is. That's not the kind of personality she has. Not how it works. Viewers aren't owed intimate knowledge of a streamer's health conditions. I don't think this has to be exact condition to the letter, but I think it's courteous to say something. I do understand the courteous to say something, but this whole comparison thing, it went a little too far, in my opinion. Look up account, admin of banned VTuber memes. Yeah, that checks out. Don't even have an issue with the account banned VTuber memes. But the whole Ironmouse hate is ridiculous, especially when they're just hating on her for something she can't even control. It says here, bro, shut the F up. Ironmouse would be pissed at you for even using her health issues to downplay struggles. Or she will see this and I bet tweet will get deleted within 24 to 48 hours. Person who made the tweet is an Ironmouse anti. And it says the funny part of it, as I can see in the face of the value of the comparison, but it's between a genuine extrovert, Ironmouse, versus a self-hating introvert who completely conceals all details of her personal life. And this S makes people cry because streamers like Ironmouse, Calliope, and others push themselves constantly to climb upwards while Gura threw away one of her best-known VTuber characters after launching upwards in seemingly effortless fashion. She took an aquarium event and the place sold out in a month's planned merchandise in 48 hours as tourists came from other prefectures and even other countries to hear her voice guide them through the facility. She had the Sushido and iPass collab in Taiwan. Sushido sold out of each week's event merch on the first day of each week. iPass and her collectible figures outsold their previous Marvel and Genshin events. People refused to accept that someone could just walk away from the level of brand recognition that she had. I have deep respect for Ironmouse and her long battle in entertainment. Effed over by vshojo and routinely targeted as a figurehead in the industry, by the very nature of Gura's existence was a miracle by comparison and should not be treated as something to compete with. Ironmouse is part of the high-effort hero stereotype who has reached her own heights with a miracle, without a miracle pushing her forward. Also, kind of small comment on the side, banned VTuber memes is an S-stirring little effort. I probably could have just said that without trying to place a comparison in context. Great comment, but question out of curiosity, was Gura wrong for leaving Hollow? Gura was already suffering from something. The success might have made it worse. It's easy for a depressed mind to tell you, you don't deserve this. You were just handed this when other people had to work hard and still failed. It might even be that combination of that and her inability to keep up with what she thought she should be able to do, because you put your own expectations on top of whatever expectations other people have. This is a side note. And that can absolutely make you spiral even more if you already are dealing with mental health issues. And it says she should be able of what she thought she should be able to do would cause her to seek a way to get away from the demands she felt and or start over so she could prove herself. We'll never know, but I'm certain it was difficult and long fraught decision. Absolutely was. It was a painful one because when she graduated, in her graduation stream, she even cried because, you could tell she was going to miss everything that she had. She was going to miss everything, the friendships, more than anything. The friendships, the camaraderie, all of that. She was absolutely going to miss it. And that is something that should never be compared, like I mentioned before. All this stuff should never be compared, should never have been compared. Kyoko sounds like a right D-bag. Your mistake is taking BVTM seriously, bad VTuber memes. BVTM is an Ironmouse anti and has S in her numerous occasions. So yeah, apparently that's the thing as well. That, it's one of those things you're going to have to face when you're a big VTuber, but I hate that they're comparing them at all. You guys let me know what you think about this. Ooh, subliminal messaging. Follow the squirrel. Subscribe to the squirrel. This is not a psyop. This is just me being a dumbass. Ooh, subscribe. She has finally fully returned as we're going to Fuwamoco, and in this situation, Fuwawa, who is the one half of Fuwamoco, a part of the Hololive Advent generation, with Shiori Novella, Koseki Biju, Narissa Ravencroft, and of course her sister Mokogo. And we knew that, in case you didn't know, I'm going to let you know, Fuwawa was away for a bit because she was recovering from a surgery. It wasn't anything for her throat. It wasn't anything severely, life-saving or anything like that, in the sense of, she didn't have a life-threatening anything going on. It was something to, of course, better her health because it was something absolutely necessary. And we have her back now. And, I would show you the whole stream, but what I'm going to show you instead is these things here. It says, it's been 84 years. Welcome back, Fuwawa. I'm back. You're as beautiful as the day we lost you. And that is one thing from one of the How to Train Your Dragons movie. Let's take a look. A lot of people are happy.
Thank you, miss. I miss you so much. Thank you, Moko-chan, for working hard and keeping the Ruffians company. I did my best.
She did a really good job. She kept them entertained. She kept them happy. She was doing her absolute best, her absolute hardest to make sure that the ruffians didn't feel alone.
I missed you more. Oh, we could have got you Ruffians hard. Thank you, miss.
The ruffians are very, very happy.
Yeah, you did, Moko-chan. You're a strong demon dog.
Very strong.
Ruffians! What? Are you telling Fuwawa everything I did?
Yes, they are. They're telling on Mokoko.
You know, right? I do know. I also know about the smoothies you were making.
Uh-oh.
Moko-chan would be like, I can't make smoothies with just one person.
That's cute. That's cute.
I can't do big smoothies. I can't get the amount of ingredients right.
What? I just throw things in.
Too much banana and too much spinach. You know, we have to have it.
The balance isn't there. And let me just let you see what people have responded. I miss those giggles and blue hearts spawning. We never lost her. Fuwawa was just going through her solo anime arc, and now it's back fluffier than ever. She's as beautiful as and as fluffy as the day we lost her. You know, Mokoko felt relieved after Fuwawa was back. Mokoko's voice sounds more relaxed. She did sound way more relaxed. I will say that. She sounded a lot more relaxed because, as I mentioned before, it is something that, you know, when you are together for as long as you are, you know, your whole life, it is your second half, the second half of you, especially the second half of your streaming part. It is something that you will miss. You will not be the same. And she wasn't the same. She was still Mokoko, but you could tell that she was missing something. You could tell that there was something there that she, you know, didn't have with her, and it, you know, made her still comfortable, but maybe not as comfortable as she was before. Look how happy Mokoko is. It's so cute. Fuwawa came back from healing arc while Mokoko had training arc, and the balance of the universe was restored. Guess who's back again? Bro, it's been so long since we saw them together. The intro made me cry. I'm just happy how everyone came together to support Mokoko while her sister was gone. Both chat and holomem, you can really tell her tell that she was uneasy in the beginning, and that it became really comfortable by the end. JP and EN branch lost their chance to adopt Mokoko while Fuwawa was away. So yeah, a lot of people were very happy. And the big question that a lot of people do have is, will she still be doing some, you know, Mokoko solo arc? Will that still be continuing with, you know, she would, as you can see here, she did League of Legends a bit with Gigi. She did some stuff with CC as well. She did Water Park Sims. She did Onigiri Simulator as well, the Onigiri Seller Simulator or whatever it was called. She did one of those things too. Let's see what she says.
Mokoko should use solo super chat and solo collab with other holomens more. It's nice to see her personality a bit more. Who is Mokoko? Why is Mokoko Abyss quiet? You know, sometimes I do see some comments being like, oh, I don't really know. You know, Mokoko and Fuwawa, like on their own. So maybe it could be good more too, huh? I mean, I'm such a, you know, ruffians. You know, Fuwawa's Fuwawa, Mokoko's
Fuwawa, Mokoko's Fuwawa. They're all Fuwawa. The world is Fuwawa.
Fuwawa, Mokoko is Mokoko, right? So, it's not an issue. And you know, it's pretty obvious to us as well. But maybe to some people, not too much, huh? Yeah, it's a thought.
It is a thought, and people down here are reacting and saying, Fuwawa's Fuwawa, Mokoko's Fuwawa, we are all Fuwawa. The same thing I said earlier. I mean, she could do it, however, is more like a personal choice thing, and I respect that. Fuwawa's Fuwawa, Mokoko's Fuwa, arguably even better than we are individuals, yes. Back when Fuwamoko debuted, so many members said, wow, twin VTubers, when one gets sick, the other can do solo stream. Yet, when Mokoko gets a migraine, there's never Fuwawa solo stream. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about this, but when I really feel like there's slightly different personalities when doing solo versus twins, or rather different aspects of their personal, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, they have their different personalities that can show themselves a little bit. And, you know, some people who want to see that. You guys let me know what you think about, you know, Fuwawa returning, Mokoko maybe possibly doing new things. Let me know in the comments below, of course. Hiyori Mokami is a member of Glitch Stars. She was a part of Production Kawaii before, and I believe she was independent before she joined Glitch Stars again in 2025, I believe. She did join in there, and she is a part of the Erunia alongside Limina Alteri, Maya Whisper, and Kana Yanagi. Of course, correct me if I'm wrong about some of that information. Sometimes I do get this information wrong, and I do apologize when I do. I try to get as much good information as possible. Well, the reason why we're talking about her is because the dream of her having a 3D is out there now. Her dream of finally obtaining a sacred elusive throne relic of real 3D model plus outfit has finally materialized to this earthly plane. Thank you, kind Kawu, and the people that have supported her on Throne for this specific thing is what she is thanking, of course. 3D Hyo is real, and it says, really real, it's happening, I'm going to be 3D. Thank you so much for making my dreams come true. I'm lucky to be surrounded by such a wonderful community. 3D Ahog, 3D Wolfbard, 3D Hyo. And, you know, reacting to that one there. Art from Tuva Sketch, 3D Hyo, that's effing go, Serenity Cosmica. Jay, that's effing go, Hiyori. And Bridge Sensei says, we all want to hear your dreams come true, Hiyori. This is one step closer to the peak Mokami Madness takeover. Everyone will see you in 3D glory, singing, dancing, going to pee. Don't forget the trackers off. I'm so excited for the future. Content, JK, I would always remember. It's amazing. Congrats, 3D debut is a huge milestone. It is always a huge milestone. Rem Kanashibari, it says OMG, OMG, OMG. Stimpack from Glitch Stars says, yeah, congrats, Hyo. Shinja, lots of other people are giving her big congratulations for what is going on here. We are going to take a look when she does go into the 3D. I'm very, very happy that she's having this good opportunity here, and I do hope that she's able to get way more opportunities in the future. Vexpo is a UK VTuber convention, and it is something that is happening on the 18th to 20th September in Birmingham, NEC. And the people that are going to be there is Felician Q. I always say that wrong. I'm sorry. For the first time, I'll be going to Europe at the convention. It's even in my home country. Thank you so much for having me at Vexpo. And I will see any pupil who can make it to Birmingham this September. And that was the announcement that he's going to be there at Vexpo. And there you have Velvet Noir. See you guys at VTuber Expo. I have made a merch request for him, so please let me know what you want to see this year. And then here we go. It's time for the 3rd annual Vexpo art contest. Stick to the theme this year. We want to see some stunning snapshots of Gyari Kali. Just make a post using Kali contest for their main one here. One lucky winner might even get their work taped to the locker. Totes Possum, right? Last call for entries will be May 15th. And continuing on with, Bonnie Barkswell being a part of it as well. And I did mention this before in a video before, but I want to, since I'm doing everything together right now, want to put them all together. Same thing with both these jesters here. The jesters have arrived at Vexpo. Best in Jest Show will be gracing the NEC with their Jester's Privilege for a long weekend of laughs from September 18th. Take your seats and hold on to your tomatoes for this Daffy duo. Battle it out in the biggest fool right before your eyes. Please expect pies, pointed mustaches, and professors. Just one, actually. And you have both of them here. It is amazing to see them both there. Twitter formatting really making us the biggest fool today. Damn, how much aura did we lose? It's good to see them both there and in person. So it's going to be the best in jest. They're both going to be there. It's going to be amazing. I think I do have one more person. It is Heavenly. Heavenly Father is going to be crossing dimensions and the Atlantic Ocean to land at VXpo this September. Can you bring the divine energy? Staying charged up for our socials for more information. And of course, he is going to have to more than likely go to Birmingham because the delay would be too severe if he decided to go and do it where he's at. What I mean by delay, the actual delay in him chatting versus the actual chat coming out would be extreme overall if he just had it over there. So yeah, if he just kept it where he was in the US and did it there. But very good to see all of these wonderful people joining Vexpo. Inogami Korone is a female Japanese VTuber associated with Hololive, and she has teamed up with Amane Kanata before she graduated. Remember, Kanata did graduate in December of 2025 and almost did to the end of the year. And here we have them, Departure, premiere release. Today's my best friend's birthday. Let's do our first singing cover collab together. And it was released on the 21st, I believe. It was about 8 hours before I'm actually recording this, which is, you're going to be seeing it at some point today on the 22nd, hopefully. And let's take a look first, as we always do, with the visuals that are a part of it. You have them both running. Here you have her running. You have Kanata doing some running as well. Departure. You're seeing a lot of these, the wonderful images you have here with things, animations more likely put into it. The reason why I show it here is because, if you guys don't already know, I do kind of cut it halfway through, because next tone or next one or whatever it is always gets me for visuals, and that makes it really hard for me to actually continue doing this without getting copyright strikes. They always strike me in some way. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do that, and then we're going to do this here. I like halfway cut off, and I do apologize for halfway cutting it off, but we do have to do that a little bit in order to at least be able to show you some of the stuff here, which is fair use. It's always fair use, but next one doesn't give a fuck. And there we go. Of course, watch it on Korone's channel. It so far has 290k views. It's going to have a lot more. This is wonderful that they were able to get this last bit before Kanata did graduate, and were able to release it. Two friends singing together, having a great time. Fuck. In the English language. As
Sorry,
an English speaker,
kind of
when you're learning the fucking language, you're like, why is this? Why is that? Well, teachers are just like, well, that's just the way it is. Best explanation I can give you, just the way it fucking is. Geography 101 with Salvi. Yep, there you go.
I'm not from freaking Alabama. I'm not Alabamian. Alabamian. I'm not from that.
Albanian? Wait, she's not Albanian.
Manager,
Okay.
boyfriend.
We know she's not Albanian. Okay.
Yeah, Aiko's my boyfriend. I wish.
Remember, she's not Albanian.
Ooh,
She's
God.
Italian.
Yes, Aiko, show me your boosie. No, no.
What?
No, sorry.
Do not touch my pussy. I don't have one, so don't touch it. Don't touch my tail. Do not touch the base of the tail. Base of the tail has a lot of nerves. Don't touch the base of the tail. And sure as hell, don't pull it. You pull other things that are well, not long, not necessarily long. I'm a squirrel, so things aren't long other than my tail. But don't pull my tail. That's all I gotta say. Thank you guys for watching, as always, and of course, take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.